been a long road for us. It's going on 3 years coming February, and this officer is back on the streets patrolling San Antonio, and it could be any of us that he could stop and you could lose your life. A lot of y'all just go by what you heard on the news, but you don't know the actual truth of what happened. My nephew was shot in the back. He didn't have a gun, and I can promise you that we know that for sure. They say he did 2 years later. I have nieces, I have nephews, I have a son. And even though I feel that I shouldn't have to worry about my son because he's college educated, he's graduated, he has a good job, but he's a black man. And if he gets pulled over, they don't ask about any of that. So just think about that when you want to judge why these young men are dying, because the news has told you that he sold drugs, he had a gun, he was a criminal. You don't know that for sure. You're just going by what the media demeans these young men and make them look like they're criminals and make them look like they did something wrong when they didn't. I'm just asking y'all just to keep my family in prayer. My sister suffers every day because that was her only son. And just think and just lay down when you look at your family that it could be yours. You could be in the same position that we're in. So before you judge, think about that. If you have kids, think about that. Because that can happen. I have 2 grandsons. I'm scared to death. They're only 5, but I'm scared to death for them to become teenagers. In this world that we live in today, where the police can do anything they want, and they already know. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Police around the country already know that is nothing gonna happen to them. They will never be held accountable for what they do to the citizens. We're living in the sixth. This is Ku Klux Klan all over again. They're lynching people all over this country again. We're a different generation. My son is 25. He said they're the angry generation. We cannot allow this to keep going on and on in the future. They're exterminating us. And if you don't think so, just read. That's what I do. I read and I research. That's how I've learned so much about what's going on. And no, I can't say that I thought about this when Marquise was alive, because I didn't. My heart went out to these people, but until it hit my front door, I never thought. So I learned a lot. And we're being lynched every day. Every day. This year, from January to this month, there is 769 murders by police in this country of today. What does that say? And no police are being held accountable. None. And San Antonio got it going on just like all the other countries, but other cities, but they know how to hide it and keep a cover over it. Because we have the Spurs and Fiesta. We got to wake up this city. We have to. And if you stand with me, I will be out here with you. But like Mike said, I'm tired. I'm tired, but I keep going. I keep striving because this is what my nephew would want me to do. All I hear him is saying is, "Amy, don't give up on me." And I promised him the day he was laying there and I saw my nephew out there, I promised him that I will fight to the day I die to get justice for him. But now it's not just about him. It's about the living and the ones that are dying today. Anthony Scott, I'm in friends with his wife. She can't do this yet. So I'm here to speak for her too. She lost her husband. Her son lost his father. And none of these people have been... Ivy Taylor could care less about any of us. And she's a black woman with black children. So how can she sit here and say the things that she says about us and not care? A mother should care. but she don't care about us. These people in City Hall don't care about us. They make a mockery of us. If you read and listen, they make mockery of us. We're such a small group. Ain't nobody worried about them. They ain't making no noise. But the smaller the group is, the more noise we can make. So let's just keep going.
So what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
So what do we want?
Justice!
And when do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Marquise don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Antoine don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Norman don't get it,
Shut it down!
no accountability,
No contract!
no accountability,
No